Yo, boys, HadsChat 54 with the same people. What's up?
Yes, we're back.
Yo.
Same old,
Well,
same old.
while we were waiting on Cam, we wanted to watch the Masters. I turned it on and it was over. I missed the final hole, whatever, the final little thing. So
Wait, who won?
we just Scotty
Oh my
Go to
gosh.
Scheffler.
Scheffler. Yep. He won it. They're having like the post interview. And I was like, wow, just missed it.
God, he dominated. I just looked at it. It said he was not going to finish if his wife went into labor. You know those dudes were praying.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
he was going to
Wow.
pull out. He was going to pull out. If his wife went into labor at any time during the Masters, he was going to leave. He said that in an
That's
interview.
crazy.
So the other dudes were
Bro,
definitely
the betting people would have went insane.
Yeah.
If he pulled out, like they would have thought that was like rich or something.
What if he was actually playing and somebody figured out the information though? We
Huh?
needed to win.
They know the
He's gonna do so
information.
good.
He said it publicly.
No, I'm saying like, yeah, I'm saying, but like, what if like they were like, don't tell him that like his wife just went into labor. He's on the final stretch and they're like, can't say it, can't tell him
They're like,
gonna
he's
win
the final
green
leg of my
jacket.
parlay.
Yeah.
He's gonna win the
nurses
green
and the
jacket. Don't
doctors.
tell Scotty. And then all of a sudden he like keeps going. Depressed.
It's 'cause he always
That's
says-
crazy though that he finished.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of a tight
Also-
time frame. It's only 4 days.
I don't know if you guys have seen his swing. His swing is the craziest, like his feet specifically.
Yeah.
His feet and his swing are
Is
the
it weird?
craziest looking thing. He like his entire foot like out and during his downswing like comes up and he like does a little like shuffle and then like his feet both get on the left side. It's the craziest looking thing I've seen.
Dude, so this is my first year watching the Masters, so I was like looking at a bunch of stuff about it, and I didn't know they have like a dinner like the previous winner like chose that like they all get to eat like that like one of the nights of the Masters,
Mhm.
and apparently they were like clowning on this one guy for like having like the lamest dinner ever. I don't know who it was, but what would your guys' Masters dinners be if you were the previous winner? What would you put on the menu for all the other competitors to eat?
It would just be something basic. I don't even know. Just
Something basic?
Steak, sushi.
Yeah, steak's always a
Steak,
That's my favorite
sushi,
food.
just like loaded up with a bunch of
That was
protein.
Tigers, I think, in like 2005 was steak and sushi. Someone.
Mm.
getting both sides of his. You got the Asian and the American.
Mm-hmm. It would just be like.
That makes
Sam,
sense.
Ice cream cone?
Can you do like
Yeah,
anything?
He doesn't want to speak because his mic.
What? Is his
He's
mic
scared of
broken?
speaking. Mike hasn't gotten to Mike. Sam hasn't really gotten his mic down. He just got a new one. He wants to have it really elegant, and he didn't get to have it really elegant because he had to go eat. So we have Mime Sam for the rest of this podcast. Just visual
Oh shit! This
facial
might be the
expressions.
best podcast.
We have his presence, but maybe
Beautiful
one day he'll
smile.
speak throughout this entire podcast.
We just gotta get him heated. Just start talking about.
He said, "He's gonna go ahead and give
Not
us
the
one.
mewing. Not the redo of the mewing.
He might riz
Insane.
this up in the middle.
Dude,
of this.
did you guys
Nah,
watch
yeah.
the UFC 300?
I saw
No,
the
my
clips,
brother
yeah.
bet on it though.
That was the best UFC
The-
event I've ever watched. I think.
The Max Holloway was insane.
Yeah, rack of them came.
How
over
crazy
and
was it
watched
live?
Bro, it was freaking crazy. Gaten, he like Max Hall. Did you like already see everything about it? Max Hall was
I
up
saw
4 rounds
The last 10 seconds.
to Gaethje.
That's all I saw.
Yeah, he was up
Yeah.
4 rounds to Gaethje whenever he called that out.
Oh,
Yeah, so he could have just chilled out and been whatever. But he was literally like, he pointed at the ground, was like, let's fucking go. And they
Classic.
Dude, that is crazy. It was the hypest like my house has been over a fight. 'Cause we
I
watched
think
all the
that's
fights.
like the 3rd time he's done it. He's done it like 2 times before that. Like
Yeah.
where he's like in the middle of fighting and they just point. He just stands in the middle and then just
Does
like,
the other person normally like be? Is he they're normally down?
both. I think
think so.
the every time he's done it, I'm pretty sure they've been like, all right, and then
Oh
they just
my
stand
God.
there. But I think that's the first time that he's knocked somebody out while doing it. Took 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No.
Well, that was
Also,
like his only chance to win, right?
$300,000.
What? That
300
was the
huh?
other dude's only chance to win.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
the other dude's the only chance to win.
I mean, when there's $300,000 on the line for a bonus cash prize
Yeah.
for
Oh, I
the
saw
fight of the
that.
night,
Yeah.
then it's like, and his got doubled. Like he's got doubled to 600,000, and then Gaethje still got 300,000 because he was a part of fight of the night. And then he gave it to another guy, I guess, because he was like, that fight was also so good, I can't just say no. So then he gave it to the winner of another fight, and he got 300,000. So he gave 1.2 million out in total.
Yeah, no, Dana
That's
was
insane.
a G for 300.
That's also super smart to be like, you know what, we usually do 50, but we're gonna do 300,000. So many people have to like.
Do they instantly get it? Like Like, did they just like did he like come up on like the stage and was like, "That's fight of the night"? Like, they get the bonus, or like at the end, do they just announce it?
He announces it after all the fights.
Mm.
It's like as soon as he steps up for the press conference, he like sits down and he goes through like a list of things, and it's like one of the first things he does is like
The bonus.
out of the night bonus goes to so and so, and then he announces it. And then after that, like after he announces all his little announcements, they talk about everything.
So I guess
And,
the fight of
yeah.
the night usually just goes to like whatever like the bloodbath was, like whatever just like the most like back and forth fight was usually, or
And
not always.
most hype and
Well,
Yeah,
like, or, like,
the
during it.
second one went to a TKO, so it's also like this guy must have just dominated so strongly that he was like,
Hey, what was the
200,000.
second one, Pereira?
no, I don't know his name.
Was it
I can
the
try to
Czech
Google it
dude,
first.
Petroska or whatever?
I think he was an Asian man, maybe?
Asian man.
Fight Asian man, sorry. Fight bonuses UFC. But I think it just it's probably just the closest fights, not even the closest because that can mean anything, but probably like most intense fights, and clearly like whoever puts it out on the line, like, and the most entertaining, I would assume, just whoever has the most entertaining fight that the crowd like loves the most.
that makes sense. Okay, that's pretty basic.
It's
Yeah.
probably like
I wonder if some of them are like always just gunning for that bonus. I guess like everyone is low key.
Yuri, Prokachka. Performance of the night, at least.
That was a good.
He got performance of the night, so I think that's and then Max Holloway also. His Yuri Prokach, whatever his name is, he's the only one who got it. His opponent didn't get it. Whereas in the other one, Gaethje and Max Holloway both got.
Dude, it happened so fast. I like watched the clip and it was just like point to the ground and then they were just swinging. Like it was fucking insane. I actually can't believe that happened. Like
Baller
being
status, son.
being up 4 rounds and doing that and then also knocking him out during that is like
It was so hard.
Peak.
It was the hardest thing I've ever seen.
Peak. Also, Pereira has like a sick ass clip where he gets like immediately kicked in the groin.
in the groin.
And then he's like, Herb Dean tries to like give him a second, and he just puts his hand up, and he like doesn't stop staring at the guy. He's like, leave us.
Yeah,
And then
he
immediately
hits
just like uppercuts, instant
Do you
uppercuts, and
think
knocks
the
him
other
out.
guy thought that like Herb was gonna like bring him to his corner after like he came in for a second? Like, do you think he was caught off guard by him like ushering him back and then going straight into the fight again, or no? You know
Oh
what I'm
no,
saying?
it was no, probably not. Because he
Probably
threw
not.
he threw the punch first, and then Pereira countered.
Oh, okay.
So if anything, like usually they would move him away from each other, but as soon as like they didn't even stop, they didn't even like separate. He just stayed there, and then Herb Dean
Oh, okay.
back off, and then he threw the punch as soon as he started moving forward again. So now
Makes sense.
he just got that clip, son. He got clipped.
Now UFC
That-
301
Yeah, apparently
looks so
that-
mid compared to it. You see,
Yeah.
it looks terrible. 302. 's
I
hype,
mean, that's
though.
how it's gonna go
Strickland.
though. 303 is also hype. I'm pretty sure 303 is McGregor.
McGregor. Yeah, McGregor coming back for a UFC fight. He has to. If he doesn't win, how cringe is that, bro? If he doesn't win, he should just stay gone because all of his.
I don't think he's gonna win, but he's also weighs like 100. He probably weighs like 30 more pounds, 20 more pounds than he did previously.
Yeah.
So like, and he didn't have good stamina when he was
He
small.
always looks like coked out on his Instagram stories and stuff. Like he always looks like he's like on something, bro.
He's an
He looks
actor
like
now.
insane.
He's
He's
changed.
an
Well,
actor. He's in
also-
a movie.
He's in that UFC
Yeah.
movie with. What's his
Oh,
face?
UFC movie. Okay, I thought you meant like he was like in an actual movie.
It's
That's like-
it's a remake of a really old movie, but I can't remember what it was. Like that was made not
Mhm.
really old, but like a movie made in the 90s, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it's
Are
called.
you a McGregor
But
fan, Gaden?
Oh, dude, I loved Prime McGregor. I loved Prime McGregor. Him and John Jones. Those are like the two hypest periods of UFC like ever. They were so like. I remember just seeing clips where he like just demolished people with trash talk, and they just couldn't rebuttal. And then he would obviously like just go in and like call his exact round. He'd be like, "I'm gonna knock you out around like the second minute of the second round," and then he'd do the exact same thing that he called out. It's just so.
Bro,
It's so legit. And then John Jones also, because John Jones like dominated everybody, and he was like 21 years old.
do you guys remember in high school when friend of the show Anthony would like we had like an Ireland flag or something like that, and he'd
Yeah.
like put it around and like be like I'm McGregor, and then he would like just do something really stupid, bro.
Yeah.
What would he say? He'd be like I'm fucking McGregor. Like it would do something
You just
so
say gibberish. You
stupid.
try to have an Irish accent and say literally nothing the whole time.
Dude, where did that? We just like did I put it into like the story, like we just had like a random like Ireland flag in our
It
friend's
was
basement.
huge too.
It was massive, and like our friend, he like was super skinny back in the day, and he just like would like
Back
wrap
in
it
the
around
day, that's
himself.
fucked.
But it just wrapped it around himself and
Not
and run around.
anymore. He's put on some pounds.
But I hated McGregor. The only thing good about McGregor that I liked was that he would. It felt like his opponents actually hated him, and that's what I don't like the respectful fights. Like Oliveira, that fight. I don't know if you saw close to that. They're just like hugging every fucking round. I'm like, bro, you guys are fighting. Just fight. That's what McGregor's good at.
Don't love him, Cam. I feel like you would like love him.
No, I
It's
hate
like-
him. I hate him. He thinks he's
What do
good.
you know?
He thinks he's good. That's
He
what I mean.
was.
He was like the
No.
top of the UFC for a
No,
while.
He got shit
He's
on
the
by
first
McGregor,
champ.
and then it was down.
No.
down.
He was the first
Yeah.
champ, son.
You remember? I remember
The
like
first person to ever
beating
do it.
him-
That's crazy.
Beating you in 5 bets like in a row because you kept betting McGregor because you're a McGregor like Omega stan. You remember all those bets, all those cookout trays you paid?
Oh yeah, well it started with Khabib, and then
And
after
then it
that
was
I was like,
Poirier,
it was the
think.
hope of wanting him to come back and win. That's
Yeah.
all I really cared, because he was, like I said, it was the most like
Bro, the
fun
worst
thing to
McGregor
watch.
bet- The worst McGregor bet ever was the night where me and Cam bet against him, and then he stepped into the ring. Like we did personal bets of our friends,
I know exactly what
and
you're
he
talking
stepped into the ring. He literally stepped back, and his ankle snapped. And the people we bet against wouldn't pay me and Cam, and we were heated. It was like $5 in retrospect, but it was like a man's
It
bet.
was
We
so
shook on it.
stupid, yeah.
And then they like got together, the losers who bet McGregor.
I
They
know
were
exactly
like,
what you're talking about.
dude, we probably shouldn't pay them. Like that was like not a fight. Like that wasn't a fight. And I looked at Cam, and Cam's looking there like
Yeah,
so
like,
stupid.
Of
bro.
course they're gonna do this, bro. If
But
they
yeah.
it was the other side and our fighter would have went down, they'd have been like, oh, bro, it's a part of the fight. Yeah.
I don't remember if they ever paid us or not. It was so annoying.
I think
too.
you
Like,
got paid, but I did not get paid. So I think that's what happened.
I mean, like, what are they gonna do if like they get to the fight and it's a 1 second knockout? Like, it's a flying knee. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really a fight
Yeah.
either. So like, I don't like. It was a non-contact injury, but still,
Maybe
like,
if
that's
I
part
would
of fighting.
It would have made sense if
I mean, it was a contact injury.
Was it? Did he get pushed back? I don't remember.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
I just remember him
he-
literally stepping back and his ankle snapped. Like, that's
Technically, I
literally
mean,
what
it's technically like could be linked. I don't know
Contact
exactly how it was
around.
linked. Like you can't exactly 100% say like, oh, he heard it before, even though that's what they said. They said he heard it in training camp, but he did like checked his kick, and then as soon as he stepped back, that's when it snapped. So I mean, he did kick him and then step back, and then that's when his leg
But
broke,
dude,
or
I
shin
was
broke.
so heated. That was
So sort of.
so bad. Like that's like the only time I've ever bet with somebody and then they weren't like chill about the bet. That's like the worst thing ever, I think, in the history of anything. Like when
Yeah.
someone doesn't pay you on a bet
or if
or
it's
like
a fantasy
promise.
football like thing and they don't pay you.
Oh yeah, dude. But
That's
that's not as that,
That's
that
not
doesn't
as
really
bad.
matter.
That's true. I guess that doesn't really happen then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's never happened.
I agree. It was fucked. I mean, it would have made sense if the referees named it like a no contest, but they literally gave. I don't know. I forgot who
Well,
was
they got the
fighting. Yeah, they like gave him.
Yeah,
the
it was like
win.
irrelevant.
I'm surprised you never liked the fact that he was so good at trash talking. His trash talk was
I like how he got
immaculate.
everyone heated.
His trash talk was like above and beyond everybody else's. He was like so good. That's
You
what
just don't like him
that's
because he
really the
lost?
only thing that made it really good was that he was so good at trash
I don't
talking,
like him.
and then it was just funny to watch. So then you watched him, and then he was just good. Now he wasn't good at grappling, but he was able to stop himself from getting grappled. So
I hate people who think they're like gods.
I mean, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Does have that.
And how everyone thought he's a god. I was like, oh my god, I just want this guy to lose.
I got that effect. Also, though, he does like whenever he lost to Khabib, he had that whole like it's just an act, like it's business. Was that what he said? He said it's just business.
Yeah. That's
think that's
also
what he
the
said.
most pussy stuff I've ever heard too. I hate that.
You could clearly tell, like, which he also said, I think in an interview recently for that movie, he was like, "Yeah, I've been acting for like years. Like, this is not the beginning. Like, I've been acting throughout my entire UFC career. It's like he definitely has been to a degree.
Oh,
He made
100%.
everything like,
Oh, he meant
it's
in
worked.
that way. I see what you mean.
yeah, he's been like, yeah, he's like, I've been doing this since I was in the UFC. Like, my acting career has been the entire time. But he's definitely not like that. Like, behind closed doors, he can't just be like, "Hey, McDad, look at you." Yeah, I mean, like, to a degree, he is. He's definitely confident. I mean, if you could, sorry, that was a really good McGregor impression, I know. If
So bad, bro.
if you could also though demolish 99.9% of the entire population, and you became the richest like fighter out of everybody, it'd be very hard not to keep your ego. Yeah, your ego would just go
like,
flying.
I love seeing him lose after his after seeing his fat ego, I love like him being the one losing. God, that's so nice.
There's also a really sad video where he watches someone's recording him watch Khabib win, like his final fight, and he's like, oh, it's a good fight, and he's like clapping, whatever, and then Khabib announces his retirement, and he's in like denial. He's like destroyed. As soon as Khabib's like, I'm done fighting, he's like, you motherfucker. He's like starts cussing at him. He is like, no, there's no chance. And then like there's a training section like a week from then. Someone asks him, he's like, nah, he's coming back. He's not gonna. He can't do that. And then he never.
Like he
never
really
came
wanted
back.
his rematch with Khabib.
Yeah, like that's the only guy who beat him at the time. Like that's the first person to ever put him down in like his whole entire like reign. And then he was like, nah, it's okay, no, we'll fight. And then he never unretired. He was serious. You know how sad that's gotta be. It's the same thing with Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier, the only person he lost to is John Jones, and he lost to him twice, both times. But John Jones was also on drugs and steroids potentially, so they found steroids in his system both times. So Daniel Cormier's only losses are to a guy who is on steroids, which is so sad, especially when he was also like the other double champ.
Does Topuria have losses? Everyone calls him out. I love him. After he destroyed Bolt. When O'Malley won, he called out Topuria, and now after Max Holloway won, he called out Topuria, and everyone's saying that Topuria is like shitting bricks and should have accepted O'Malley's fight because now no, he does not want to fight Holloway is what everyone says. But oh no, Topuria is undefeated too, 15-0. He's the next up, or I guess he's like currently up. Everyone wants a piece of that guy.
The fact that McGregor is gonna like be in a movie makes me like I kind of cringe. I hate when wrestlers and fighters are in movies, because when Gaten was saying something earlier,
Roadhouse, that's what it's called.
I don't know like what it was, but like when Gaten said something earlier, it like brought back a piece of my memory of growing up and watching the annoying ass fucking Fred movies and seeing like John Cena come out of like the refrigerator. Do y'all remember that? Is this something that only I watched? Like,
I did not watch
but dude,
movies.
I
didn't watch that either, but...
I hate like any wrestlers or like fighters in movies. Like, they all suck at acting.
To be fair, I don't know if you've seen anything about his character. The movie's called Roadhouse. Yeah. His character is literally just him from the UFC. They're not the exact same thing.
Themselves.
Well, no, like, but I'm saying like
same with The Rock.
That's like his whole. But I'm saying like his whole character. As we just said, that clearly isn't him all the time. Like he definitely had to put on something. But that is like his whole character is the super arrogant, confident person. He just happens to be a bad guy, which is exactly what he was in the UFC. So it's funny he just kind of like slid into the same role he played for like 7 years.
I mean, yeah, of course he was like putting it on, but I don't think he was like going to his refrigerator and like his kid was in the way and he's like, you know who this is, the double champ, like get out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, he probably was, bro.
Do you think he like walked up to his refrigerator and like some like maid was there and he was like, it's the fucking double champ, get out the way? Like I don't think he was like that. You think he was like that all the time, like in his peak?
I don't know.
I tell you what, his son ever bucks up to him. If his son ever gets older and they ever have like some type of scuffle, and he's like 20 and McGregor's like 40 something, he's like, I'm the fucking double champ. He might say that. He might pull it out of the cards. He might be like, I was the first ever double champ. You don't want to mess with your father. There's a story where Rampage. You guys know who Rampage Jackson is? He talks about it on a podcast. He said he had a fist fight with his son because his son tried to they had an argument and he turned around and his son tried to hit him and he was like, his son hit him or something like that and he almost fell into the door. He's like, I dead ass almost died. He's like, I almost hit my head on the door and like a sharp part of the door. And he said he turned around and he just folded his son. He said he sent his son to the hospital. And he was like,
I mean, when your dad's Rampage Jackson, I don't think you can really talk to him, bro.
Yeah, he tried to hit him.
What's the legendary phone call? Is it Tony Ferguson? He's like, be careful. Like he's trying to his wife calling the phone when he's having an episode or whatever, and it's like he's a UFC fighter, and the 911 operator is like, what's his name? And then it's like, it's Tony Ferguson, and then some Russian music starts playing. You know what I'm saying?
They make a whole edit behind it.
It's an edit of just punching.
It's edit where it's an edit where he has blood all over his face and he's smiling on the other side of the octagon staring at his opponent. And it's it's literally a horrible edit too because it's him. It's like a domestic abuse case. And they're like, Tony Ferguson.
Wait,
then he's just smiling.
Or people made that?
No, people made
that. People
made it. It's a leased 911 call. It's a real 911 call of his wife calling. And it's but tell the cops to be careful. He's a UFC fighter. Who is it? Tony Ferguson.
They did the same thing with John Jones too. I
actually
think there's like a
fire.
John Jones.
No, it's fire. It's,
No, it looks
it's not
sick.
fire. Domestic abuse is not cool, but
sick.
it's a pretty cool edit. I can't lie.
The edit looks insane.
Speaking of domestic abuse, though, I wanted to bring this up. Last week we were talking about how we were talking about how all the people going crazy over the eclipse, which me and Sam actually looked at, and we figured out when you're not in totality, the eclipse is like kind of pretty lame. It's like not that cool if you're not in like 100% totality. But
yeah,
it's like kind of mid unless you're like right there. But we were talking about the people like going crazy thinking it's the end of the time. And I like read an article 2 days ago and sent it to you guys about this lady that actually thought it was like the end of the world, so she like stabbed her husband and like pushed her kids out of a moving car like the day of the eclipse.
Oh, that's why I didn't read it. I thought she was like mad that she goes wrong and embarrassed.
No, she wasn't mad because she was wrong and embarrassed. She like actually thought it was the end of the world, or she was like manic or something like that, and she actually like stabbed her like husband. I think he died, and then she pushed her kids out of a moving car.
So
Dude,
The 9-month died. The 9-year-old survived.
The 9-year-old survived. Dude, that's fucking insane.
She thought it was the end of the world, so she just killed her family.
She was like, well, okay, so if you like if you go to her Twitter on that article, it showed some of it, but she was like saying like crazy shit, like the end is near, like everyone watch out because like dangerous energies are like descending upon the earth. Turns out she was like the dangerous energy that was descending upon the earth. But yeah, bro.
Yeah,
It was
how
some
do
fucked up
people
shit.
get
And
like
go ahead.
inducted into that life of like astrology mattering? So I know there's some people close with you, Hoss. That I don't know about Izzy, but I know Allie is like, oh god, I should name drop. I know is like a really into. I thought no hate.
I've asked them about it, and they just
Go
like
ahead and dig yourself out.
And no
I've
hate.
asked
It's
them about
cool.
it,
I
and
guess.
they just like it. Like they just like think it's interesting.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what they said. They just think it's interesting. They think it's fun. So it's something to do. So.
Well, also, like,
but not to that level though.
didn't she say something like, wasn't she like religious or something? Didn't you say that? Like, if she is religious, then
The lady that in the article.
Yeah.
Her kids. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I don't
also
think she
makes
was
no
religious.
sense. Why would you like if you are religious? Let's say if she was, because I can't remember.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like there was something in the article that said something about it. If she is,
Mhm.
then it makes no sense to kill your family. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to kill your family previously, but it makes even less sense to kill your family because then it's like what you're trying to save them from like something that doesn't make any sense either. Like, wouldn't you're not gonna do anything about it?
I'm
Why
not
would
sure.
you kill them? Like, I don't. Also, you think
But-
stabbing was a much better way than like, let's say something just mass hits the earth. At least you die
Yeah.
like very quickly.
Together. At
rather
least you die
than-
together, right? So.
Or
But,
together,
dude,
yeah.
I was talking to before the show came for got here to Gaten, and I was like, bro, it like left like kind of a pit in my stomach because like I went through and like looked at her content like even weeks leading up to this, and until the week of the eclipse, like something snapped in her head. Her name was Miss. Let me look at it. The name of the creator was I'll find it in a second. But anyways, her content was always like her smiling, like. She was just like always having a good time with like her family and her like husband, like just like doing her little like astrology YouTube videos. And the week of the eclipse, her Twitter changed to like crazy like conspiracy shit and stuff. And then obviously it led to her doing that. But dude, the snap, bro, the snap in someone's head that can just happen is so fucking scary. That's terrifying. Oh my god.
You think it's just the echo chamber that she's like probably in on like TikTok and everything that like puts that mindset into her? Okay. So one person
People
says
probably
that,
around
like,
her.
valid.
It's people around her plus obviously some sort of like mental health crisis that happened. Like actually, like it just like there's no other explanation. Like she just went fucking crazy. like you know what I'm saying? And then everyone around her, especially on Twitter, like supporting her beliefs and stuff.
How do you even imagine being that dude marrying that chick? She's like normal 10 years ago, and then your wife all of a sudden.
Yeah,
like,
she was normal up to a week ago. Like according to the tweets. Like I don't know if she was. Like I don't know that much about her.
According to what you see online, anyways. But that, of course, what you see online is never going to be the same as what someone sees. But
Here,
also,
this
she
is
could
right
have
from
mental
her-
health. She could have mental health issues that
whole
nobody
time.
knows about
Yeah.
except for her husband. And then all of a sudden, that for some reason is what snaps it. Also, if you have a whole following of thousands of people, and like imagine tweeting something and people going, "Yes, it's time. The time is
Oh
coming.
my
The
God,
goal,
it's so
the
weird.
red
Oh.
cow being sacrificed. The horns are blowing. Like whatever they want to say."
I didn't tell you guys what happened. So when we were looking for Eclipse classes, we went to the Oh, by the way, her name was Mystic Lipstick. I just got that. But anyways, I was with Isabella and Allie, and we went to the community college to get Eclipse classes because they were having an Eclipse showing. We went there at the like local community college that I go to, and the place was like dead. Like there's no one around at middle of the day, which is like if you ever been to like a college campus or anything, even there, like the place is never dead at 12 o'clock. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm looking at myself, and in the back of my mind, like I just watched a bunch of stuff about how it's like the end of the world, and obviously I was like laughing at it, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, holy shit, bro! Like, what if like what if it's like look, because like the lights were off, everyone was gone, like we were walking around an empty building, and everything was unlocked. We found one person. Turns out the lights were just the power just like turned off, so they canceled everything at the college that day. But I was like, that's still kind of weird. So I was walking and I was talking to them, and I was like, what would you guys do if I just got raptured right now? Like I just like got like raptured and like
and
zoomed
they
up.
didn't.
And
I've
yeah,
thought
and then
about that
Allie made a joke, and she's like, yeah, we start hearing like heaven's trumpets because that's like like a
Yeah.
common saying. You know what I'm saying? And then like I heard something like dead ass. I was like, what is that? And dead ass, I heard trumpets
Awesome.
playing from a dark building, bro. Turns out the band was practicing. So we, I was like, Allie, stop talking. And she's like, what? And then we hear like, "Dun-dun-dun-dun." Like, I was like, no.
Dude, you should have like tried to like levitate yourself to like bug with her. You should like start freaking out, tweaking, to see if she would have like lost her mind. That's
Bro, oh my god. But it was like the most insane moment. I was like, it's happening. Like, hey, he's coming to take me, man. Like the rapture is here, bro.
Yeah.
But like for like 10 seconds, I was like, the tweets are real, bro.
Yeah.
The tweets are
It
real.
is funny because we were watching the clips too, and in the back of your mind, you are thinking like, "Damn, what if the world does just like fucking end right now?" And everybody's was right.
So you were thinking about that too, like it was a little
Yeah,
tiny,
no,
like,
we literally had the same conversation of like, dude, what if like everyone else like already got raptured and we're just chilling here, like we didn't get.
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck is that? Oh shit.
Yeah, that would be pretty tragic. I did
We
see.
used
I was talking to this guy at my work. Actually, like the supervisor electrician. I told Sam this, and he was messing. I thought he was serious at first, but especially like because the night before we had this whole conversation about like people believing the red calf and all that, and then I was like, Francisco, I was like, hey, the eclipse is happening, you know that? And he was like, yeah, I'm going home. And I was like, no, you're not. And he was like, yeah, I'm going home early. And I was like, why? And he was like, he never does this either. Like religious things, he never talks about it. He just turned to me and was like, Jesus is coming. And I was like, there's no way this is happening after the entire time that we had this whole podcast, and then this is gonna happen. This dude never brings up Jesus. And I was like, that's sick. So we talked about Jesus for a little bit, and then like the time came around, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll see you later, Francisco. And he just turned to me and was like, you better hug your parents. You better call your parents.
That would
And I was like, there's
suck.
no way. And then he was like, nah, I'm not leaving. I'm just going to pick up some stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. But he was messing with me the whole time.
Oh, he
I
was
like,
messing with you the whole time.
That's a fire joke.
yeah,
Oh.
he just kept like smirking, and then like he has like this hard accent. And so I genuinely couldn't tell, like, and he was like, yeah. And he was like, better. I was like, I prayed to Jesus this morning, son. I was like, I'm solid. And then he was like, better go talk to your parents. Better tell them you love them. And I was like, there's no way you're being serious now. And nah, he was messing with me. But he had me for like 3 hours.
3 hours, damn. That's a good one. W, workplace friend. You guys see Joker 2 is coming out?
I did.
No,
You see
I
it's a
did not know
musical?
that.
Yeah.
It's a musical. I'm excited for it. No, it's gonna be good, dude. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. The Joker in a
musical
musical.
for-
I've never
I mean, like,
heard
I'm
of
not the
that.
biggest
Does not
fan of
sound-
musicals, but it's gonna go together great.
Yeah, they
I
could
think.
probably make that work. Just make it like through his eyes, everything's like a musical, I guess.
Yeah.
That's good.
I
Okay,
think it's
I like
gonna
that.
work.
I like that.
I
La La
think it's
Land was
gonna
good. I mean, there are musicals that are good. The Greatest Showman was good.
Wait, you've
But-
watched La La Land?
Of course, I love La La Land.
That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
I just never thought you would like La La Land. Dude, I love La La Land. That's an awesome movie.
I like music. Of course, I'm gonna like something that's
I don't like
directed
The
good.
Greatest Showman though. I think it's like kind of corny, but I like La La Land a lot.
I thought it was good. I didn't think it was bad. But La La Land is La La Land. That's accurate.
Damn,
La La
you
Land is
said-
so good.
The other thing you said was
No.
it was corny. Why do you think it was corny, huh?
I mean, you can just tell that it was like directed to like. I mean, it's literally a show called The Greatest Showman. Like that's just the name of it, and it's like about a carnival and like. I
Well,
don't know, this
And
guy,
you like that game?
I don't know. Like, have you listened to one of the songs? They're just all corny. It's like it's directed towards kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's
Or La
yeah,
La Land
it's
is like an intricate love story, and Greatest Showman is like what you show your little nephews. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, that is like that's very accurate. It is more for kids. I
It's a
just said
kids
it was pretty.
movie.
It was pretty good. The music was good, and the acting was good. But when it comes to La La Land is like specifically, it's about like two musicians struggling like
Mhm.
to live with one another, but also like their dreams are like colliding, and they're trying to figure out one of them has to go with their dreams, but they're gonna like resent each other, or it's like do we both follow our dreams, but we kind of have to
Is La La
separate.
Land the one with
So it's
that
like
Emma?
Great movie.
Yeah,
It's a
and
great
Ryan
movie.
Gosling?
Yeah,
Oh,
and Ryan Gosling. Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah,
it.
it's so good. It's so good.
I just
And the
pulled
music's
Gaiden
so good.
Spotify Wrapped. and it looks like
AOT
you-
or La La Land?
AOT. What are you talking
Probably
about?
AOT,
Not even
probably
I
close.
didn't know how
yeah.
good it was.
No,
Also,
but it's
on-
good. It is very good. It's very good.
On Gaiden Spotify, The Greatest Show is his most replayed song.
Damn,
So
expose him! Cringe!
Apparently, it's the most
Damn,
like
Gaiden-
played song from the musical.
I know it's not, but I
Damn.
don't know why you're saying
Gaiden was
that.
trying
It's
to act
definitely
like he's not passionate about it after you said it was sort of cringe and for nephew.
Dude, what
I
if
would-
we like?
He was
I've listened to a lot of
downplaying
La La Land music.
La La
The
Land
stuff
music
from
is
La La
gas.
Land, I've listened to that. I have that probably in like a piano playlist or something because it's very good.
Do you guys have a favorite song from a movie,
The Greatest Showman.
it. Favorite
or a show?
song from a movie.
from a song or a movie?
Oh, mine's
I mean, can it be,
Hunter
like,
Hunter.
Opening?
That's not not an opener, like an actual like
Your
background.
favorite
No,
opening
an OST.
Hunter Hunter? Oh wait,
No,
which one? Good take.
My favorite
back,
opener?
actually. Oh, actually, never mind. Sorry, that was so incorrect. Sorry.
What?
It's a movie called Minari. You ever watched Minari? About a Korean family that starts farming, and it's on Netflix. But it's very interesting because it's one of those movies where like it doesn't like the plot is the family, just like what happens to the family. But there's not like they go on this great adventure and no. It's like you just watch the family like struggle essentially. That's and like the ending of the movie is like not, I don't know, it's a good movie, but it's like it's just interesting how they worked it. But anyways, there's that entire track is so good. The song, like there's a song called like Jacob and the Stone, and that one's been used. That's what that track's from, is that movie. And before they even started using it in TikToks, I was like,
Jacob and
me
Nah,
and this
man.
kid,
Why is
this kid
everyone
told me about
nutting
it.
over this? What is
Dude, it pulls at your heartstrings, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah,
bro.
this
Yeah.
kid from my church he played piano. He showed me this, and I was like, dude,
Did he play it?
I listened to the entire thing, and I learned part of it on piano. I learned like the main riff on piano. I could play
that's sick.
the main thing, and then
Is it like OST?
and then Jacob and the Stone started.
Or is it like an actual song with, like, words?
Yeah, it's like well, they
It's
do
like-
a mixture. There's like a Korean version where they do the melody but with words,
Oh.
but most of it is just like a piano and like strings. But he like the entire thing is very nice because it's probably like 9 songs, maybe 12 songs, but like 75% of them are the same type of like melody. It's just used through different instruments. He just does
It's
it
used
in,
in,
like
like-
in different ways.
It's
And
usually
then,
like
like,
the
there's-
core videos, if you know
Yeah.
what those are. Yeah. Recently, my favorite used to be really basic. Obviously, it was just Cornfield Chase by Hans Zimmer. If y'all know who like that.
Ooh,
the
that's a good
Interstellar.
one. That's a good one.
And I used to love that one, like all throughout, probably since I was like 16 to like literally 2 months ago. That was my favorite one. But mine recently got overtaken when we rewatched Cyberpunk.
Edge
I
Runners?
really want to. Edge Runners. I really want to stay at your house
Oh
by
my God, that
Rosa
is big.
Walton and Haley Coggins, bro. So Gaiden, you haven't watched
Ooh.
Cyberpunk yet, right? I know Sam and Cam both have, and I have. There's a song that's like a full like point of an episode is like based around this song. Like they play it perfectly. Like, the moment's perfect. It kind of is like the theme song for the whole like. It's not the theme song, like it's not like played in the beginning, but they play a lot in the show.
Mhm.
And dude, it's
a banger
amazing.
choice. It's a big.
It's a banger, and that's my favorite all time.
I know, I've been watching it.
It's been crawling up your wall for like 20 minutes. Oh, let's see.
Let's watch this
That's
game.
gated.
Tries to annihilate it.
He gets. What does he get? What weapon?
Hey
does
Sam,
he
what is your favorite?
Oh, let's see. We get the towel. What the? Was that a burlap sack? What? Oh! Oh!
First of all, he got the flimsiest thing ever to hit it. Why would you ever get? Oh, that's his. Not the pouch from Up. That's his scout badge pouch.
Yep.
Not the scout badge.
Where's it at? Oh, it's on his shirt. It's on his shirt.
No, it's not.
That's crazy. I will say my other
Fell
like
behind your bed.
my very close like second probably to that. I don't even know if it's very close, but like my second to it is a Hunter x Hunter, and it's like the OST in Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite. Like I can listen to Hunter x Hunter soundtrack. Like I have like 7 songs from the Hunter x Hunter soundtrack all
That's so
downloaded
Valid.
and they're all like, and even the intro for the bug arc, the ant arc, the Chimera ant arc, that entire intro is one of my favorite
The
like opening songs. It's one of my favorite songs. Yeah.
The opening for
So I
him,
guess that's for the the Chimera ant arc, or I guess it's sort of also the closing. No, it's not the closing. It's the opening. But it is so like Hunter x Hunter has such good music overall. Their entire thing is good.
Have you guys played Red Dead Redemption 2? There's a song in that's like my favorite video game song. It's called Unshaken. And it's like right when you get back from like Tahiti. You know what I'm talking about, Cam? And like Arthur, the main character. Like anyway, the main character is like going on this drive, right? Because you know how like the camp gets destroyed like 1,500 times in Red Dead, whatever. And it's like the screen's like all black and white, and the song comes, and it's like I am unshaken. I can't do it, bro. But it's like this like cowboy ghostly like voice, and it's like my favorite video game song of all time. It's so heat.
I want to
It's
still.
so heat.
I can't even think of a good. There's so many banger OSTs just from anime that like
From
it's like
anime,
impossible. Maybe like Sadness and
What do you-
Sorrow. That's just an OG.
Sadness and Sorrow is such a banger.
There is one from Naruto that I really like, but I can't remember the name of it.
From
Is that the saddest
Naruto or
song of all
Shippuden?
time?
Sadness and Sorrow,
Shippuden.
maybe.
Are you talking about
Shippuden,
Bluebird, or Gaiden?
No,
He's not, he's not
no,
talking
that's
about
not.
opening. I don't think. I think
I'm talking about OST. It's in Shippuden, and it's like
Sama
there's this.
Hara or Sama.
No, it's not a. I sent it to you once before previously, but I can't remember.
Is it sad?
It's kind of like a good like uprising one. Like they're like reminiscing on like good, a specific like it shows whenever, Naruto and Sasuke like in their fight, and it like pans over to how like Kakashi finds them. There's like a whole moment where it, like goes back in time, and that one's like my favorite one, just because like the moments they use it are so like reminiscing, and like now everything's hopeful, now everything's becoming good, and we're looking back at like what was probably favorite thing.
And
But I
they did
can't remember what
Naruto,
it's
so like even the music in Naruto is so fucking
Oh,
good.
it's peach. It's peach.
It's crazy. It's crazy how good it is. Oh my god.
I don't want to. What's your favorite opening of all time, Hoss? Gaten said. Did Gaten even answer? I didn't think Gaten answered.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, no,
Hunter x Hunter
Hunter
Ant Arc.
this? That's
Hunter x Hunter Ant Arc
crazy.
with the
Let's go.
that song like that shows up at the end is like very good in my opinion.
I have a bunch, but mine like low key. I really like Domestic Girlfriend. I haven't watched the anime, but I love that opening. You guys, no, don't be shaming on me. You got to go listen to Domestic Girlfriend after the episode. I swear.
Everybody's shaming.
I'm gonna send it to you. But actually, another one.
Those who don't know, those who are trying to, I'm not gonna let him finish. We can't allow this. This is one of those you watch and you get way too comfortable in your house. I haven't seen it, but from what I've seen,
It sounds like you have seen it.
no, from what I've been told, I was talking.
Yeah, you're
No, you know what's
talking a
funny?
lot about
This guy, I was hanging out with my friend Josh, #1 podcast listener, so he can vouch for me. And there's a friend of his named Tyler that used to work with. He worked with both of us, but I never talked to him at the time.
sketching?
And it was and it was very funny because he had the same exact thing where he was like, "Domestic girl." We were like, "Whoa, whoa," and he tried giving us a layout, and it was like apparently like this guy has sex with this girl, but then his teacher is married, gets married to his dad, so now it becomes his sister or something,
What
and he
the
has a crush on
fuck?
the teacher at the same time. So now
You
it's
guys
like
watch
some weird
as
dynamic.
fuck
This
shit.
is Jackson.
You guys are-
This is
you-
all
you guys
Jackson.
are-
This
you
isn't
guys
me.
are
I was
eating
told
your
this.
words.
Jackson.
You're gonna listen to Kawaki Wo Emeku
Oh,
after this,
Kawaki's
and you're
valid.
gonna fucking love
My
it.
favorite.
It's valid.
My favorite opening. It's from my 12-year-old cousin. Have you guys seen? No, I'm kidding. I wanted to see if you guys played these.
It's like I love that one. I love that one.
But my favorite opening's probably, dude. There's like 1,000. I don't even know. I can't put it down on one. That's just impossible. I didn't know if you guys had like one on top of your head. Well, Haas did, obviously.
reap it on your cousin.
Yeah, Jackson had a fast one.
Yeah, dude, because it's amazing. And Unravel from Tokyo Ghoul.
Does it just tie you right into the story? Is that what it does? Ties you right into the
Unravel's
story
gas,
of this
Unravel's
guy.
gas.
Unravel is so good. Have you seen the guy that looks like me, add 50 more pounds, and put like 3 more years of depression on me? and that's what they get this guy, and he sings Unravel, bro, and it's beautiful what comes out of his disgusting looking little cute face that he has on TikTok, bro. Like he's like a little grease ball, but when he opens his mouth, bro, beautiful sounds of symphony come out, and he like sings all the anime songs, and it's amazing.
Have you seen that guy on TikTok
Dude.
that dances that anime song every day until he gets a girlfriend?
Oh yeah, he's still dancing, bro. It's wait,
Dude, the comments on those
He's
are
all
the
good.
best comments on TikTok. They're like, I'm gonna start a series shaving every day until I have a full beard. Because it's like,
yes.
because he's directly like putting, I don't know.
Dude,
Everyone
he's been
plays the
dancing
fuck out of that kid.
to that song for like 4 or 5 years now, and he hasn't had a girlfriend yet.
That's
Every
so
day.
sad.
Probably saw the TikTok and chose not to.
Yeah.
There's a girl that did it too. It's the Chica Chica dance. I just found it.
Ah.
And he dances every day, and a girl did it, and everyone's like, "Bro, hit her up until she gets a boyfriend." And then he like hit her up, and she like blocked him instantly or something.
I love how Jackson didn't really have to research. He said, "I think it's
Yeah,
the
he
Chica
definitely
Chica
did
Dan."
it
I
the
don't
whole
remember,
time.
but
Well,
he
you
did.
want to look on a second monitor right now? His name
Just says
is-
he knew exactly what show
Dude,
was
he's
number
at,
one
Yeah.
in his mind.
he's at 1,500 days.
1,500. That's crazy.
Oh my god!
And all his videos get like 100,000 views. It's crazy. He has
That's
a
3
lot
to
of
4 years, boys. That's crazy.
1527, yeah.
That's like 4 years.
Yeah, all the
The
com-
4
top
years
comment
of
is-
just
Imagine if he went to the gym every day instead of doing the dance.
for 4 years. Yeah, he'd be
Yeah.
jacked.
Dude,
He'd be
this
oh my gosh.
They said, you started when I was in 9th grade. I'm about to graduate.
That is sad.
That's so insane. Also,
It's fine.
think about every day you're like, oh, I have to make that TikTok today because I didn't fucking have a girlfriend. Like you have to consciously sit down and be like, dang, hey, let me do this little cool dance. He probably looks forward to it now. He probably doesn't want to get a girlfriend, so you have the Chica Chica dance.
Yeah.
Bro, speaking of really weird animes, I just remembered something. I'm not going to call it out because I don't want to like dox the person. But this happened at Gaten's house with someone that I went over there and hung out, and they were telling me about it, and he talked to me about it. It's this guy that we're friends with, and it's this
You
anime.
You can slew his name. I mean,
No, I don't want to say his name. I don't want to say his name, but he was like, you guys were telling me about. He was like watching this anime, or like you guys showed him an anime that you're watching called like Prison Love or something like that, like some really weird like shoujo like hentai anime, whatever. And you guys like showed it to him, whatever. And then he like came back like a week later after like being in his house, and he like came to you guys, and he was
I
like,
know exactly.
I've done some very bad things. Like I've had a week of sin. Like his girlfriend left whatever, and apparently he watched like the entire anime
That's
like, in his room, and he was like super like embarrassed, and like he like had to like confide and like gate him, and like
he just
confess
told
his
us we were.
sins.
Yeah,
Tell
so
the story, Gator.
somebody who shall not be named, just somebody. I don't want to name this person either. Now that you say that, but it's funny. So our friend was like, "Hey, for some reason, first of all, we'll go back even further. There's an anime called Goblin Slayer, and he was like, look at this. This is like before I even really started watching anime. He was like, watch this, and I was like, all right. And he shows me like the one episode where like
Wait, that's the same
somebody
friend?
gets raped, and I was like, why are you showing me this? So it was like the worst possible episode he could ever show, and he was like, but the rest of it isn't like this. Just the first, and I was like, why did you want me to watch this part? Like, like you skipped like 20
Yeah,
minutes
that's
to get to
weird.
21 minutes.
Oh.
Anyways, and so
Questionable.
then then he found this one called Prison School, and he was like,
Prison school.
let's watch
okay.
this. Not weird at all. And like I don't get why to show us. And then yeah, our friend doesn't watch anime, and he was like, you should watch this by yourself. And he was like, well, yeah, my girlfriend will be gone. She's going to a trip. And then he came like a week
Oh,
later and was like,
no,
I can't.
bro.
He's like, I can't watch stuff like that. He's like, I'm about to go down a really deep hole if I do that. And he's like, he's like, I was too much. That was too much. He's like, because usually this he's never like, oh no, he's relentless. But this time he was like, I got to stop myself. I was like, oh gosh. Yeah, I was like, okay, well. It was tough.
I think.
The
Do I know
ultimate
this person? Can I guess this person if I had 5 guesses? I'm not going to, but
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
I don't know if you'd be able to guess. You'd be able to guess the original person who showed
Oh
me
yeah,
Goblin
I
Slayer.
know that. I know that. I know that kid.
Yeah, but
Dude, for Blake's thing, have you guys bought clothes yet?
no. What clothes are we
I
buying?
haven't
No
bought-
one wants
we
to
don't-
say.
It's less than a month out, and
Yeah, dude, I do not know. I've looked and it's hard to decide. I like to go buy my pants in person because like I have like janky ass legs. Like I want to try them all on in person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, can I just go to the store and like try on some pants and then tell you guys
I
what
don't
to
know, I
order?
think
Because
we
like
should figure it out.
because like I know you guys are like skinny guys, not skinny. Cam's big and buff and so is Gaten. But you know what I mean. You guys are tiny guys. Like I have to like try on pants. Like nothing just fits on my thighs.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. So like I want to go try but I'm just looking for like $40 range khaki shorts. And then Blake said just any like just normal color white button down shirt for his wedding.
does he want us to wear like
Yeah,
a
the-
tie? Or no?
He said tie or bow tie if you want to. You don't have to. He said it's up to us.
I don't like that he's not giving us enough
Yeah, I don't
parameters.
like
He's
it
making
either.
this entire
I need
thing
to-
look.
I need to just like lock everyone up and be like, this is what we're doing. I need to do that like tonight,
Well,
to be honest.
some white shirts you can see through,
Yeah.
so that's a good thing to not like have everybody have different white shirts because they look different.
Just wear a white shirt.
People can
under.
get different khakis. Yeah, but your arms will still look tan. Different khakis.
we can't
are
all
like-
get different khakis. They have to be the same
They
khakis.
look different. And then he was also just like, yeah, get brown shoes. We can all get different brown shoes that have different that
Yeah,
are
we
not
can
the same
definitely get
brown.
Different brown shoes, but
Like but like I feel like he should initiate this. Like we're not gonna look good if we don't all have the same
Yeah, we
exact
need the
looking
same color
colors.
belt. Yeah. I
We're gonna
promise
look-
I'm gonna get on it this week and just do it. And
Alright.
His wedding
Oh.
pictures are gonna look whack, and I've been trying to
Dude,
say this.
me
Like
and
we
you
are
should go to
gonna.
the
It's not gonna
store.
look good.
we should go to the store next week and get together, and then everyone else can get them online. 'Cause-
I also need to. I carry most of my fat in my lower body, so I have to also know like what.
like
exactly
everyone
I'm
should
buying.
go try
I have
on
to go
the-
try
like,
on pants.
We have to go try on pants, like, because like it's not gonna work if we don't try them on. So
I
like,
have to
I'll
try
go
on
to the
pants.
store and then I'll see like we'll go to like what like I don't know like the mall. We'll go to like Gap or something. Get like default pants that we can order online. So
well, I have to. It
I wanna
actually works 'cause I have to go to the mall too to get graduation clothes as well.
okay, so we'll just go to a really like generic store and it'll be like super like normal pants, nothing like crazy. Okay,
At least 3 of us will match.
I don't even know.
at least 3.
Are-
No, because we'll find it. We'll get the pants and see if the same ones are online gated. Because you know how you usually go to the store, they order it for you. You know what I'm saying? So we'll make sure. We'll ask the person to like make sure these can get ordered online.
I don't even know if I can go to Blake's like bachelor thing now. Low-key.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I can. Are you guys gonna be up at 1 a.m.? My graduation is that day from 7 to 10 p.m. and the drive home's 2.5 hours. May 11th. My graduation's.
I don't
7
know.
to
Well,
10
are we
p.m.
not? We also are we not practicing like that day before too.
Well,
Because
have
like
graduation.
we usually practice like the wedding. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
I
you
know.
don't just like. Not everyone just knows what to do. Like not everyone's been to weddings. You don't just. And every wedding's different. You know what I'm saying? Because like every wedding, for the podcast listeners, I used to like set up weddings that I've set up. Every time I was setting it up, they were like practicing the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like every time, like that always happened.
yeah.
Like there's always a rehearsal. So
The
Well,
wedding-
Cameron's our part wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, it should be.
no, but you
Fairly.
need to practice it one time just to know like
Well,
exactly
if-
what to do.
if I
'cause
just-
you don't want anything on you.
It won't be that bad if I can't. Well, I'm definitely not gonna come to practice if it's the day before because, like I said, I've
You
graduated.
can just like FaceTime you and you'll be fine.
Yeah, just set me up in the practice of like being beside Gaten or something, and then Gaten could just tell me while I'm beside him the whole time.
Dude, we're gonna have to walk like random people down the aisle. it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, completely. I mean,
Really?
That's not gonna be a big
Yep.
deal.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a big deal, but like, what if like the girl you're next to,
Oh yeah,
Gaten, is like is like really smelly, or like the opposite, you fall in love with her, Gaten, and it's you meet your girl.
That'd be pretty wild.
That'd be pretty wild. But yeah,
I
we
can't
have to,
wait
like,
for
walk
the-
each of
the pictures would be
bridesmaids
great.
down.
It'd be so
I
nice.
I don't know any of the bridesmaids. I don't think. I don't know if you guys do either.
Definitely-
didn't,
If you
no.
don't,
Yeah,
how
I-
the hell would we? Best
You're the
man?
best man. You're the only one who's gonna know.
Yeah, I have no idea, but it's gonna be fun. Like, all I know is that the wedding is super tiny. It's literally just us and each of their respective families. That's like it.
What?
And then the reception is everybody else.
Yeah,
So,
they
like,
didn't want to. They didn't want to pay for a
yeah.
lot.
The
Yeah,
reception.
I just talked to them yesterday. So the wedding, there are two different locations. The wedding is just them walking down the aisle, like all of us walking down the aisle, pictures, and then their vows, putting the rings on, Sim saying yes, and then walking off, and then we go to the reception, and that's where everyone else is going to
Oh.
be. The wedding is like 30 people, so it's gonna be like really chill. So like all we have to do is just not make a fool out of ourselves, and it's gonna go good.
Okay. Well, that shouldn't be hard. That shouldn't be hard. Wait, so should I still come? Are you guys gonna be awake at 1 a.m.? Should I make the drive for after? Because I have to get out of my graduation shit at 10 p.m., pack all my things, and then leave for chapel.
That's a Blake question. I
mean,
think so. I think.
What's
so.
on? It's the bachelor party, though. I mean, that's all.
I
You
mean,
guys are gonna. If you guys are gonna. Be
I
up for
think
that.
we would be awake at 1, but we'd probably be going to bed by like 2 or 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
so.
I'm not staying up till 4 or 5. I mean,
Damn. That's ass.
I'm not trying to pull a whole all-nighter, but also, yeah, like I don't know what we're doing.
We might, but it didn't. Yeah. So.
Not me.
Okay, well,
Yes.
we are like at time, so let me get to
All
the
right.
shoutouts.
Sam said a lot today.
Yes, Sam is big
Wait,
baller.
so why didn't Sam talk? I'm so confused. He
He
just
didn't
had
talk
a
because he
mic?
couldn't get his
Why
mic.
didn't he
He
just
couldn't
use
get
his
his
old
mic
mic?
to sound the way. I don't
I
know.
don't know why he didn't use his old mic.
He couldn't. He didn't talk because for it to sound decent, I guess, like without like literally like a little airy, he had to be like right up on it. If not, it sounded like a little airy. But I guess it kind of sounds similar to what yours sounds like for me. So
Okay, well, the shoutouts for this podcast are... I can't get it up. Josh, Hartzler, Cliff, Lumen, and Raxon. Crazy how Haas is the
go.
only co-host that retweets it. That's sort of crazy to me. Good
Why
shit.
do you
I don't
have
even
to
have
do
Twitter.
Good shit, Haas. But if you want to get shouted out,
All my
keep my
followers.
Twitter, Cam Hatch, and retweet this episode. You'll be shouted out next one. And if you want to support the pod even more, there's a link in the description.
yeah, you want to give us money?
Yep. Oh yeah, and podcast listeners, if you want to just Venmo me, my birthday's soon, so you can hit me with that fat Venmo at Cameron.
That's crazy. He's turned into like an OnlyFans. He turned into one of those girls who post their
No.
"It's my birthday" and they just post their Cash App and they just hopefully
Yeah.
get $60.
I did that one year, and I got like 2 Venmos. It was so awkward. I'm never doing that
That's
again.
crazy. No way.
Yeah.
How much did they give
It's
you?
just like $10 each. It's because people feel like, I don't know. It was weird though. It was weird. I'm never doing that again.
Ooh, you post it on your Instagram story. That's what you should do.
Just post
Snapchat.
it
You don't
everywhere.
have enough people on your Snapchat. On your Instagram.
Would that be
The
weird?
family group chat.
All right, I know we're about to end, but would it be weird if you had like what if you're like super famous, like just picture like your favorite streamer and they post on their Twitter like it's my birthday, Venmo me, if you want. Like,
It's definitely really weird.
is that really weird? Okay.
That's really
100%.
fucking weird. Yeah, because you know, like, your fans would like.
Yeah, they probably
do it.
would. Yeah, that's like.
Yeah, but I don't. That's I don't know. That is
Just to have their
right.
name shown. Just to have it like he read out my name. He knows
Is that
my
fucked
name.
though?
I think it's fucked.
I
I
think
mean,
it's
they're
weird.
giving it to you voluntarily. So.
Sam doesn't think so. He thinks it's a regular business transaction.
I think
True.
you would get hate for it, guaranteed.
Oh, you definitely get hate for it. I definitely think it's really weird, and I definitely don't think you should do. I mean, I would kind of lose respect a little bit just
Is
being
that
like.
worse
But also,
I think
than
so,
saying, "Hey guys, I just hit 100,000 followers. If you want to help out, use my DraftKings promo code so I get $50." What's worse?
that's pretty good. I guess maybe the DraftKings at least makes a little bit more because they'd get a promo code and they'd get something out of using it.
Yeah, but
Rather
isn't
than,
that-
like,
isn't that promoting
"It's my
gambling,
birthday."
Gaiden? Isn't that promoting gambling? Is that bad? I don't know. All right, whatever. Who cares? All right, I'm ready. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.